Nobody expected Grandpa's reply. The librarian thought Grandpa was about to complain. Instead, he gave an answer nobody in the building would forget. It happened on a quiet afternoon at the local library. Grandpa was sitting in his favorite chair near the history section. A large book rested on his lap. Every few minutes, he would turn a page and smile. The librarian eventually walked over. "Finding everything okay, sir?" Grandpa nodded. "Better than okay." The librarian smiled. "That's good to hear." Then she glanced at the thick book. "That's a big one." Grandpa laughed. "At my age, every book looks shorter." The librarian smiled politely. A few nearby visitors chuckled. Then she asked, "Do you come here often?" Grandpa nodded. "Almost every week." The librarian looked curious. "What keeps bringing you back?" Grandpa thought for a moment. Then he pointed around the room. "Stories." The librarian smiled. "That's a great answer." But Grandpa wasn't finished. He continued. "When I was young, I came here looking for information." The librarian nodded. "Makes sense." Grandpa smiled. "Now I come looking for perspective." A few people nearby looked up from their books. The librarian seemed interested. "What do you mean?" Grandpa closed his book. "When you're 20, you think your problems are unique." The librarian laughed. "That's true." Grandpa nodded. "Then you read enough history and realize people have been making the same mistakes for thousands of years." Several visitors started smiling. The librarian laughed. "That's also true." Then she asked, "So what's the most important thing you've learned from all these books?" The room grew quiet. Even a few people nearby were listening now. Grandpa thought for a moment. Then he smiled. "Most people have more opinions than information." The library erupted with laughter. Even the librarian couldn't stop smiling. Then Grandpa added, "And the internet made it much easier to share both." Now everyone was laughing. The librarian wiped away a tear. "Okay, that's a good one." Grandpa grinned. "It gets better." The librarian folded her arms. "Let's hear it." Grandpa held up the book. "You know why I still read these?" The librarian shook her head. "Why?" Grandpa smiled. "Because books are the only place where people stay quiet long enough to learn something." The entire reading area burst into laughter. Even a man working at a nearby table started clapping. The librarian laughed so hard she had to sit down. Then she asked one final question. "Grandpa, after all these years, what keeps you curious?" Grandpa looked around the library. Then he smiled. "Easy." The librarian waited. Grandpa grinned. "The older I get, the more I realize how much I don't know." For a moment, the room became quiet. Then people smiled. Because everyone knew he was right, and that was the day nobody expected Grandpa's reply.